Good morning, Virginia. This is Virginia This Morning with Greg McQuaid and Cheryl Miller. Good morning, Virginia.
Thank you for joining us. It's Thursday, October 8th. I'm Sam Brock in for Greg McQuaid.
I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for watching Virginia This Morning. As we move on, are you on the job right now? Well, many Americans actually do work from home.
And if you look at advertisements online, it seems like opportunities to make major money just a mouse click away.
But you got to watch out for scams. Leslie Truex, author of the Work at Home Success Bible, is here today with some tips on how to spot some warning signs. Good morning, Leslie. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're one of those work at home people. We're working on your books.
Yes, and among other things.
What's the biggest thing people need to look out for to find either a scam or make sure that something is legitimate?
Well, I think people really need to research and understand what working at home is and what it isn't, and because the more you know, information is power, obviously. And I think people will discover that work at home jobs or home businesses are not that much different than the traditional jobs and businesses. So when you find something that sounds really odd, like getting paid to send email or getting paid to lick envelopes or something, you can kind of think that's really bizarre because I've never heard anybody do that before.
Now, is the opportunity for scam artists kind of ripe right now because you have more people working straight from their home, whether that is economy related or they decide they want a little more latitude in their work days? Is there, I guess, a greater opportunity for these kinds of things to happen?
Well, I think with the expansion of the internet that we've really seen a lot of scams, and they get very clever. You know, they watch what people are responding to, they watch what people are interested in. They're very good copywriters, so they really get people emotionally, people who are worried about losing their jobs or moms who want to stay at home. And so they're very clever in that respect.
As you were researching your book, was there anything that really surprised you about the work-at-home industry or some of the scammers that are out there, some of the things that they're actually doing?
Well, I'm always surprised that they can sleep at night with some of the things that they do to people that, I mean, people are losing their savings. There are some scams out there that victims could actually end up being arrested because they are become participants in the scam without knowing it. And so how these people can sleep at night knowing they're stealing money from people and stealing their dreams, because for working at home a lot of times it is a dream.
Can you talk more specifically about how you could potentially become part of, complicit in these things, in some of these kinds of things?
Well, for example, envelope stuffing is a scam. It's been around for a long time. It's still around. You participate in the scam by getting other people to sign up for envelope stuffing, and the Federal Trade Commission, they occasionally go out and find people who are doing that, and if you're one of them, you could get in trouble. But even the fake check scams, there are jobs where they say, help us process money or help us process payments, okay? Well, you're depositing a fake check into your account, so not only will you lose money when that is discovered to be a fake check, but you might get in trouble for depositing a fake check.
And this probably goes without saying, but providing your personal bank information, probably not such a good idea in these situations.
Not a good idea. Don't use your personal bank for anything involved in working at home. You know, if they ask you, oh, well, help us process, cash this check and then send us a cashier's check, you don't want to do that. Don't give out bank information. Don't give out your Social Security. None of that stuff.
And also any job that asks you to pay them to buy supplies or anything else is probably not on the up and up.
Right. If you're looking for employment and that is a job, you never have to pay to get hired. So that's a tip-off right there. If they're saying, hey, you can, sit at home and read email for us for 20 bucks, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, people can find out a lot more information. You're going to be doing a book signing.
Yes, absolutely. I guess this Saturday is going to be their opportunity to meet you. You'll be signing books, Leslie, copies of her book, The Work at Home Success Bible, at the Chesterfield Town Center, Barnes & Noble, from 1 until 3 o'clock. And Leslie, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. The key in that title is success. You can successfully do it.
You can work at home successfully, yes.
All right. Thanks, Leslie.